Rish is gonna turn to Karat and say, do you know of any ritual that could give us a great feast, since this claims to be the area for a said ritual?
I don't think so. Koront wouldn't remember enough to be able to do a ritual on command other than speak with beasts, right? But I don't think that's going to help us here since there's no beasts around.
Alright, Rish is gonna again yell to Lowel. Lowel, do you know of any ritual that could work with this site? It claims to be a ritual of feast. It requires a sacrifice though, so do you have any knowledge on this?
Well, no, not specifically, but we could always try to improvise one. We just hunted these badgers. We could prepare them as, something to return to nature or something like that.
I just do not wish to know what happens if we fail said ritual. But I digress. Yes, that could probably work. But I'm not so familiar with the rituals of Gaia.
I've witnessed a few in my past. I could maybe make something, but I probably wouldn't be very good. I know what they look like. I just don't know how the components are put together.
Okay, sorry. My push attack is having issues. Alright. I know I've read some of the text about Gaia, so I think I could help in that aspect. But I only know a smattering of preparation, so I might not know the specifics to this specific ritual.
Well, these badgers are certainly no great beast, but they're also no great beast for us to bring back. Does it really hurt to try?
No, it does not. Koront, are you a follower of Gaia? So you are
Nah.
distraught over the area, and while I too am distraught over any god's area being desecrated, I don't think I can go to such lengths.
I don't follow any specific god, but anything nature related. My tribe would have followed this. It would have been one of the gods we looked to, not particularly the one like some of these monotheistic. Sorry, I probably wouldn't know that word. Like some of these people here, but yes, Gaia, the god of nature, gods of water, gods of other natural elements we like. But it did disrupt me seeing this. I don't know why. You mentioned the name and seeing it in disarray. I've been away from my tribe for a while, and it played a factor. A factor in my emotional being.
Ooh, we've got until sunset. I say we prepare that ritual as before nighttime happens. So let's go. Let's try this.
I don't know if it'll make much difference. I do have a flask of holy water. We could use that to try to consecrate the site.
I don't know if that'd be the best. And unless you're purifying it in Gaia's name, I don't think it's considered part of Gaia. It might be considered different. I don't know, it's just that for myself, for the Church of Chadin, we would always purify stuff with blood of warriors or melted down iron. So I do not know if Gaia has anything in that specifics, but I wouldn't risk that either. Alright, we're handing the badges over to Olaf. Whoever wants it.
Koront will grab the badgers, and I'm going to go grab a handful of the grass that's around here, and then just kind of put it in the middle of this pillar and start formulating something that I've seen before for like a ritual, a natural ritual to Gaia.
Okay. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. this is a religion test right now to see if you can recreate this religious ritual to Gaia to invoke food. It's a DC 22 because you guys don't know what you're doing. You don't have the manuscripts, you haven't been trained, and you don't even know all the icons. So it's a DC 22. The last person, the person that's taking lead on this, who is that?
I think me and Koront were gonna attempt to do it together.
Yeah, I can take the lead.
Okay, so Koront is going to take the lead. Okay, sorry about that timer. It's 5 minutes till nightfall. I want the rest of your characters to describe how you're helping with this ritual, how you are contributing to it. The greater your contribution, the more I'll lower the DC, and then finally we'll have Koront perform the ritual at the end to see what happens.
Alright, Riss is gonna search his memory for any knowledge of the Gaian ways, and to try to come up with his own rituals to see if there's any, like, just sort of generalized ones, like, while there are specific rituals for Riss's religion, there's some general ones like purifying an area or getting an area ready for a ritual that are probably pretty standardized. Maybe not all of them, but I would assume there's some overlap.
Okay. Yeah, give me a religion check.
Gosh darn it.
You search your memory for a long time trying to just brainstorm what this could be, but you cannot for the life of you remember what to do. Do you want to take a blind shot at it?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to purify the area without holy water.
Okay, I'll lower the DC by 1.
So Lowell, remembering what he kind of searched from his memory banks, goes back to the fact that this is a site of sacrifice. Now the badgers we caught, as a quick question, were they live or were they dead?
They were alive, but I assume you killed them? Or did you not?
I meant to ask earlier, actually. I have no idea.
Well, we could assume that they're alive.
Alright, well, with them still kind of tied up and fighting, he's going to prepare them for the sacrifice. And so he's going to use the holy water to kind of clean them, you know, to get like dirt and leaves and other stuff out of them, just so that they seem like they are worthy now.
Alright, give me a
and
religion
so he's gonna
check.
kind of pick that.
Give me a religion check. This is going to be a good one. Give yourself a plus 1d4 advantage, because that was a great role play right there. Roll a 1d4. It's a DC 10. So I think you're going to get it with the 1d4. Alright, so you sacrifice, what, a vial of holy water and the 2 badgers?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to roll me...
Just to be clear, I'm not killing the badgers yet. I'm just preparing them for like the final thing.
Okay, so the DC goes down by 5, so that means it's a DC 16. And you are gonna... The plan is to kill the badgers and invoke the holy water at the same time for this ritual.
Yes, but I would also like to just pray to Gaia to see if we can get any resistance.
Nice. That sounds good. Is that Olaf? So we had.
No, this is Riss.
Riss. Okay, Riss. You. Fortunately, you can only do one action toward it. So I'm gonna say that your prayer is part of the 1 DC that you dropped on it.
Okay.
Olaf, what do you wanna do?
Sure, unless there's no suggestions from the group as to how Olaf would help. Olaf's going to go and check out the cave system up top, if that is a cave system. Basically look for a place to rest for tonight while the others are focusing on the ritual. Because it is nightfall and we need a place to camp, and if it is suitable, they will start a fire and that sort of stuff to, just to prepare for the night time.
Okay, yeah. Give me a survival check. Yep, you find a nice cave that kind of descends down. You don't really go too far into it yet, but you see at the entrance that it kind of slopes down into the cave system. There is a singular cave. And you can rest there if you wish. So you go there, you check it out, you come on back, but you know that there's a cave there for when nightfall happens.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, so Koront, I think this is time. Why don't you perform this ritual? What do you do and what do you say during this ritual? And Riss, as you're praying as well, go ahead and join in.
Do you mean like also roll?
No, I mean like, tell me, how do you perform this ritual? You're trying to improvise it. Tell me, how do you improvise it?
Well,
Give me a second.
I'm gonna grab the 2 badgers and kind of grab a little knife I have and prepare for a. I'm gonna sacrifice these, right? And I'm gonna flip over the bottle of holy water up to Reese and be like, "You need to do something with this. We don't use holy water."
Yeah, so I assume just...
And I'm just gonna drive the knife in the back of the head of the badgers, kind of the brainstem, and take out both of them.
I think Riz is just gonna try to exalt Gaia while pouring around the area of his holy water. And he's gonna turn to Koront. Do you have any motions you do?
They often do some dances and things. I have no idea how, but there is some chanting I remember, and I guess I'll try a little bit. And as I'm going to begin chanting, and I'll pour the blood over the grass that I picked up, like the blood coming out. I'm going to kind of pour it over the grass that I had laid out.
Riss, do you join in the chanting as well?
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys chant? Tell me, role play it for me. What do you guys chant?
I knew you were going to do this.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
I cannot hear anything. Oh, I can't hear you now.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, nobody's talking, because, like, I'm typing this out so I can say it. So, like, I'm thinking. Sorry.
No, take your time, take your
Well,
time.
sorry, yeah, I was trying to find a translator. So, Korant's going to say in primordial, and I'm just going to say, Gaia Riruk. Gaia Riruk. That'll be my chant.
Nice. Give me a religion check, a 1d2 bonus. And then
Can it be a nature check just because this is a nature god? And I wouldn't affiliate it with like a religion. I would have affiliated it more with like the natural world.
This is a ritual you're performing for nature, so I am gonna say it's religion.
Okay.
All right, Riz, do you wanna say it out for the bonus, or do you wanna just text it out?
Hell yeah. O Gaia of the earth, bless our hands as they toil. Give us a feast from the soil. Help our arrows land. Prevent us from a misshot, and help the earth bespoke.
Nice. Give me a religion check, 1d4 advance, 1d4 bonus.
I don't think we make it.
You guys perform this ritual. The holy water is splashed. The badgers are sacrificed. And both of you are praying, invoking this chanting. Gaia, a voice sounds from within the temple, from the above. An extraplanar voice. And the voice is angry. Both of you. Olaf, Lowel, what are you doing as your companions do this?
Clapping.
Okay, you guys are clapping. Lowel, is there anything else you're doing?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta help here.
Okay, so you guys are both clapping, And
I'm kind of steering clear, like looking around.
there's
Can
a
I have applied my inspiration to my roll, or would have not been anywhere near?
you got to do it before you roll. That is the rule.
Oh, that's a roll. Okay, I didn't know.
And your chanting is heard by Gaia, and instead of the gentle, soothing ambiance of success, you feel this sinister anger. You have disrespected her. Suddenly, Olaf and Lowel is flung. You guys are propelled into the circle. You get knocked into the pillar, slammed into the pillar, both taking 2d6 damage. You both take 9 damage. You are forced down, both of you. All four of you are forced down into the prone position as you are squished down. Your body's hammered onto the platform. Suddenly, you feel this aura around each of you. As you feel your bodies begin to tingle, Olaf, you spot your horse to your side as he begins to disappear. The world begins to spin around you, and suddenly you appear in a dark room. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull you onto the scene.
Was Koront supposed to take damage then?
Yep, all of you take the 9 damage.
Oh, did we get teleported?
That's a good question. Do you think you got teleported?
Well, sorry, no, I'm asking out of character because I see Temple of the Kotal Technology. So that was just character. No, in character, what does it appear to me in character? What happens?
Well, you are in a dark room right now, and give me a second, you guys. I'm dragging you onto the field right now.
I'm still loading. It's good.
In a minute, you're gonna see where you are. You're in a dark room. The torches, there are no torches lit right now. It's a dark, decrepit room. There are 2 stairways that descend downward. You guys have just been thrown into this room because you've performed this ritual in a certain way.
Is this what you meant to happen?
There were certain outcomes that I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
No. Saying that to
Roll point.
the 2 ritualists, Koront and so.
I've never seen something like this. I've never seen people disappear. So maybe we're in our minds. I don't know. Is this our physical bodies?
I don't see a map.
Currently, where I can see on my token, I am the only one there, unless people are on top of me.
Yeah, Drunk, you're not on the temple map.
Can someone get rid of the Koront picture? I can't drag Drunk.
Oops, I accidentally went down some stairs.
No, not the stairs.
Drunk, you might want to rejoin.
We can do that now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Koront's on there either.
I mean, that would make sense, but no, I don't think that's what happened.
You are descended into an ancient temple. The walls are lined with a slate, not a slate, sorry, a clay cobblestone. The tiles of the floor are adorned with a tribal emblem of some kind. It appears to be a circle. The torches, what appears to be places for torches, remain unlit. There are no torches lit so far. There are 2 passageways that lead downward. You can feel the air. The air is livid. There are footsteps echoing in the chambers.
First, they're gonna say, I think we might have angered something. Okay, smartass. Damn, that was like.
It seems that I'm still the only one in this room. Am I alone?
No, you're not alone. You should have all 4 of you guys in the room.
No, I can't find myself.
Oh, I think you went down some stairs, or
I just reloaded and I'm in here now, so.
okay, yeah, you can move downstairs. That's pretty cool.
Are you sure I've got a character? Because I can't
Yep.
find it.
Yep.
I'll rejoin them. Oh no.
All right, so you guys are there. Let's start back up on top here. All right, so you guys start in that room. If you guys go into the stairway, you're gonna get teleported down. You're actually you go down the stairs. I made
Yeah,
it.
it's just,
I-
was just outside.
I did some cool macros, so you guys would be able to do that. Yeah, so that's what you see. You see the clay walls that adorn the rectangular room you find yourself in. On the bottom, you see what appeared to be now the clear symbol of Gaia, the religious symbol you saw before. There are two passageways that lead downward. You hear footsteps echoing within these chambers.
just gonna-
Your horse has not been teleported to you, Olaf, and I'm going to tell you right now, you would know that your horse... Well, what do you think happens to your horse if you stay here for long?
It would still exist in the previous area. Because it'll stick around until I believe I dismiss it or it gets killed.
Yep, exactly. So that's what you think is going to happen. And yep, so we're going to pick it from here. Go ahead.
And Olaf will cast light on his shield. Because it seems a bit dark in here.
Alright, I'm going to do it. What is the vision range for the shield?
20 feet bright light and then dim light another 20.
Okay, you have the vision now. Or you have the light source now.
Would Koront recognize anything about the symbol other than it's just Gaia, or could it potentially be like a threatening symbol from Gaia, or a loving symbol from Gaia?
Go ahead and tell me about what memory you're trying to... How would you get this information from your past? And then go ahead and roll the skill check that you want to do to find this information.
I'd say that Koront had recognized symbols on totems that we had carved before its orcish tribes, and different rituals that have been casted. Maybe seen these appear as someone would cast like a minor spell, right? It could appear some sort of like minor illusion. So I would say it would be a religion check, just because it was a shamanistic ritual.
Okay, nice. Yes, you do. You recognize this symbol from one of your, one of the symbols back when you were sparring within your tribe. It's the symbol of love and generosity.
Well, upon examining these boys, this reminds me of the love and generosity that we shared during some of our sparring days, which there was very few. So I don't think this is a good place, but I'm not quite sure. Should we try to go down these stairs?
I don't see any other option.
Following Olaf's lead here, Lowell's going to reach into his pack and retrieve two items, a torch, and also is going to pull out a long, heavy warhammer. He's going to hold those one to each hand and light the torch.
I know
Koront
this
draws
might be
his great axe.
I know this might be somewhat hypocritical of me, but how about we don't strike unless provoked? If they provoke us, then I'm going fucking ham on them, but I would not say just strike at will.
Yes, if Laura was right and we did anger Gaia, then perhaps it's best we make amends.
And saying valor is the better part of discretion.
I actually am not familiar with such a phrase.
Alright, so you light a torch. Go ahead and expend one of the torches, and I'm gonna go ahead and... Do you have a tinderbox?
That I do.
I went ahead and placed the torch. So you can control the position of the torch as well. So just control it like you would a token. Make sure that the torch is within 5 feet of you at all times. You have one of your hands holding the torch in it right now. I don't know who lit the torch, but you have it. I placed it on the field. You can move it.
Lowel lit the torch.
Okay, nice. Lowell, keep in mind that you are encumbered right now, so you move a little bit slower than everyone. It doesn't matter right now out of combat, but it will in combat if you guys do go into combat.
Yep, I know. Majority of that weight is placed in the massive chest. That's actually where I got the torch and my tinderbox out of. So, yeah. Twitch of a muscle, I can shrug it off and spring the fight.
I am the torch.
Alright, go ahead.
Wait, oh, no, I don't think something's wrong. I think I am the torch.
Just select your character and go back.
Okay, thank you.
If you also need to deselect whatever you selected, just drag another box.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead. You guys are in control.
Rusty will... Olaf will lead, then.
I would prefer if I could lead. I'm rather quiet on my feet.
Okay.
I'll give you the thumbs up if you guys can come. If that is fine with you.
Yeah, that's
We'll
fine.
just make some kind of signal or something.
Are we heading left or right, boys?
Do any of you know Core?
Not particularly. They were rare in the
I do not.
port where Olaf grew up.
I know Undercommon.
Core's gonna kind of do these hand motions, and like, you don't understand what he says, of course, since none of you know Core, but he's gonna say, so when I do this symbol and he points up at his, he puts his hand in front of his face and points his index finger, that means we're good to go. But if I do the opposite of it and point it downwards, that means stay put. All right, that's just a little Core lesson.
So it's like those, so out character, that's like those hand signs that...
It's Core is essentially sign language.
Oh,
but
okay.
It is not entirely, because it's also body language, sort of. Like, it's very hard for a Core to speak when they're angry because their body language always kind of makes them... It's weird. Core language is completely silent because Core's climb, so it's hard to hear.
I see.
Because it's windy up there, so they
Right.
completely like silent language. All right. Let's go to the left. All right. This is the left way, by the way, right? I thought I was going first.
For the doors, you can left-click the door to open it. You must be within 5 feet to open the door.
Alright. Do I see those spikes?
Do you see the spikes? If you do see them, you see them.
I can actually see them, yeah. Like on the map.
Okay, then you see them.
But what does this one look like? It just feels like a closet or something.
On your left-hand side, Riss, you see what appears to be a bed of spikes lining the wall. On your right-hand side, you see a golden icon placed upon a cylindrical platform.
What does the icon look like?
The icon is that of a small dragon.
There's this walk up. is gonna walk up to the dragon to look.
Okay, so you're looking at the dragon right now. It looks to be a recreation, a miniature of a green dragon, but it is made entirely of pure gold.
I better leave that be, but it's rather nice to look.
Korint's gonna kind of take up the rear here and open this other door and just see what's up there. Gonna yell back to the party. Hey! There's another hallway up here with more doors.
Alright, I lost connection for a second there.
Alright.
I'm trying to move over.
Can someone remove the torch from the... The torch does not speak, guys. Come on.
Sorry, I
Listen
think
to
I
what
left the torch in the last room, and now it's trying to figure out how to get another one.
Okay, the torch does not teleport. This is good to know.
I cannot open this door. Is this door locked? Oh, what the? It wasn't letting me unlock it.
It should let you.
No, this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
are you
now
next to
it's
it?
working.
If you're not next to it, then you can't
No,
unlock
now
it.
it's working. I guess I was lagging or something.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I was lagging too.
I do have like a 30-second delay.
That's so weird.
There's another spike over here.
I might have accidentally trapped the torch.
Stop right there. Riss, I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw. As you're stepping through this area, you're trying to make your way diagonally to the next passageway. You step onto a one of those clay cobblestones. It kind of descends down, and you see that bed of spikes get launched at you. What do you do?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw, but after you tell me what you do.
I'm gonna just jump backwards or attempt to just attempt to move out of the way of it.
Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw.
That has so what's you have proficiency in it, right?
Well,
Only if your class does.
only if your class does.
I do.
Okay, so you managed to avoid the spikes. As they get-
Wait, I'm a monk, so I do have proficiency, so that should be like a 20, but wait, I gotta check.
So you managed to dodge. You managed to dodge it either way. You managed to dodge the spikes that they get launched at you, and you get to manage to. They fly right on by, impacting this that wall right there with a thud, and now that rack of spikes is empty.
I'm gonna turn to Koront. These walls aren't exactly the most hospitable.
And I'm gonna kind of I physically kind of caught you as you dodged back. I just kind of caught you there and stopped you, and I'm gonna be like, all right, you're the Lightfoot. Keep moving. I'll be close behind.
That's a good plan. I'm trying to. Like chugging through the internet.
Is it the torch, maybe? Let me disable the animations on the torch. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, whoa. I think I'm in a wall now.
Alright.
I'm gonna look inside it. Appears to be good. And he's gonna just wait here, let me check.
You see two more.
I kill Koront has like no balls, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be this guy. And he's like right behind me, like, alright, let's go.
You see 2 more stairways that descend downward.
I don't know why, but they're registered as walls, so it's very hard to see past them.
Oh, yes, that is true. Let me get rid of that.
Also, it's a very odd placement for stairways, just saying. Much better. Alright, come on, I'm gonna go this way. Should keep up.
Lowel, I
I'll
think
keep
they've
up.
moved on a bit. Do you want to follow them?
Yeah, they haven't given us any signals. I thought there was a signal.
Yeah, well, sorry, I thought Koront was following me, so I thought all of you guys were following me, so like, I'm just kind of like going through as a Koront.
Well, it's okay because you can open the door.
Probably hear us loudly following you down the hallway because we're both like,
Oh,
we're in chainmail and crap.
I'm back in the upside. I was back in the upside down for a second. We're just gonna be like, alright, it's good to go. Come on.
Oh, okay, good. See?
Clear.
Made a fucking circle. Alright, so if you click your token and then use the arrow keys, it seems to work a lot better.
Yep, that is the better way to do it, for sure. Click your token, use the arrow keys.
Yeah, because it definitely lags a bit less.
So, should we go down those stairwells?
Riss is not with you.
You are unable to open or close any doors if you're not within 5 feet. And since
Yeah,
you're lagging,
sorry.
you probably won't
Oh,
be able to do
wow.
that.
I was just trying to close down a bit and see if I could do it, because I was doing like, it's like my lag test essentially. If I don't get the prompt or just nothing happen. Sorry if that's annoying. We still have got this door to go through. Let's do this one at a time.
Riss, as you open that door, you do hear the trickling of water coming down that hallway, along with a swooshing sound, this wind, this swooshing sound that's coming from down that hall.
So anyway, these stairways looking mighty interesting. In all seriousness, I am going to walk forward. I will give you the signal. Koront, stay.
Okay.
The door is now locked. Alright, never mind.
There is no locking mechanism, so you cannot lock them.
No, like, I mean, like, it said it was locked for me, so.
Stop right there. So that is an ancient plank that has been decayed quite a bit. If you want to walk across that, it's going to be quite treacherous. So you would have to tell me how you're going to do that.
Can I just flip over it and just... Can you do like an acrobatic maneuver and just completely bypass it without the need to go over it?
Yeah, Wrist, go ahead and tell me how you do that.
I'm going to take like a slight run, like I'm gonna back up to the edge of the wall and then run, and then when I get to the plank, I'm gonna jump and try to flip and land on the other side.
Okay, this is a 10 feet jump. I'm going to say that, what is it, 10 feet? Don't know the rule on it, but have you roll an athletics check, because I think that'd be cool.
I'm always good at athletics.
Yep, you manage to leap across this plank without even touching it, and you get to the other side. On your right, you see kind of a nice little spring. There is water flowing down, and you see a stairwell leading up.
This one is also bridged, so there's a wall by the way, but I don't know. Does the water look good, by the way?
How would you know that?
Is it mucky? Is it dirty? Is it flowing?
Okay, give me an investigation check.
17.
Okay, so yes, examining the water, you discover that it is pretty clear and opaque. I mean, opaque means it's a little bit murky, but you don't see any impurities in it, so it's difficult to say. Unless you have another question or another way of examining it, I can't give you any more information.
Well, the test would be to drink it, but I'm not particularly thirsty right now, I don't think. Alright. I'm gonna go back to the plank. But I have a like 10 feet run now, and I'm tempted to do the same thing and jump back over.
Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and give yourself a 1d2 bonus with that athletics check. And this time you barely make it to the other side.
I have not rolled yet. 15.
Yep, so you barely make it to the other side.
Ooh, I'm a bit off my game. Still moving my token. There we go. I'm gonna like look to Koront through the door and give him like the symbol that it's good to go.
Gonna start marching down.
I see him like marching out of them and be like, can you maybe try not alerting the entire Western Hemisphere?
I'll try.
I know it's a bit much to ask, but just maybe be mindful.
Should we all roll stealth?
I would be down for that.
This chasm that you see before it kind of stretches downward. You don't see the bottom of it. It's kind of a dark chasm that's going down, and there is a ceremonial board that's been decayed that kind of leads across this chasm.
Wait, there's a like on the plank.
Yep, the plank is kind of stretching across the chasm, and there is a hole that goes downward. Can't see the end of the hole. Okay. Chris, as you open that, you discover that this is not an ordinary door. This is a sliding door. So as you open it, the wall kind of begins to twist. So it's like a sliding revolving door. So as you come forward, the door just continues its inertia, and you discover it's actually a trap. As the door just kind of pushes you into the room, how do you react?
I'm gonna try to push back. I'm trying to jam my foot in between, like where the door and the wall meet, and try to push against it and be like, Koront!
Give me a strength saving throw.
And can Koront help him try to pull it?
Yeah, go ahead. Also give me a strength saving throw, Koront, at disadvantage, because you have you're 10 feet away. Okay, so 13 and a 7. So
11. 13 and 11.
Yeah.
13 and 11. Okay, so you, unfortunately, even though both of you guys tried to do it, I tried to help. Unfortunately, the wall is too strong that carries you in. It kind of, you feel like it's about to crush your foot. You're forced to move it out of the way as you get pushed into this room. In this room, you see a bone fragments and what appears to be some parchment on the ground, and it is quicksand. It is quicksand that is kind of quickly enveloping you. On the other side, the door has closed. And now we're gonna start a timer to figure out if you guys can escape in time.
I can actually indefinitely extend this. Quicksand, only if I start like freaking out and moving. It doesn't really affect me. It's because quicksand is caused by water and sand. It's where there's a layer of sand that gets mixed in with water, like sometimes mud, and it becomes this viscous sort of it sucks you in using air. I'm sticking to that character.
Okay, so you're staying still. Okay. So then the quicksand, with you
like
staying
play on it.
still, the quicksand is not pulling you in, but you notice that indeed it has sucked in. It's up to your waist right now. Kind of just went on into the sand.
Koront's gonna look back to the other guys and say, "Hey, I need your help," and I'm gonna try to pry the door open again, or at least try to open it. And as it swings around, try to hold it back, and then tell those guys, "We need to pull him out."
I'll shuffle forward and start taking out my pack to go into it. I've got a crowbar I can use to try to pry open the door.
Who's prying open the door with the crowbar?
Lowell.
Okay, so Lowel, go ahead and exchange positions with Koront. And if you're using a crowbar, I'm going to give you a advantage on your strength check as you try to pry open the door. Okay, so you're able to pry open the door pretty easily, but the problem is that the door is trying to swing and push you into the room now.
Chris is gonna see this and be like, put the crowbar between the door and the wall.
I'll do that.
Okay, so that's pretty easy to do. You try to put the crowbar there, and it kind of embeds itself in the wall. The wall appears to be still moving in that direction, but because the crowbar is caught there, it's basically pinning the wall in place, and now it's permanently open. But you see that the crowbar is kind of digging in there, and the crowbar is now stuck. The crowbar is gone. Unless you can find a way to free it, you will not be able to use that crowbar anymore. You will lose that equipment.
I apologize. I can buy you a new one when we get back. But in the meantime, Riss is gonna like lift his hand because he's in the quicksand. He's just kind of lift his hand and be like, "Hold me out slowly."
Koront will grab his hand and start to pull him out.
Okay.
Yeah. If you pull me out too hard, you are going to rip me in half.
Do you guys have a combined strength total of at least 30?
My strength is 18.
Mine is 18 as well.
Yep, so you're able to get Syr Ryan out of the quicksand without any trouble.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ugh.
Riss is like just covered in sand. You're like, thank.
Dusty off.
Thank you very much.
Koront's gonna look to Riss and be like, "Was your plan for us to walk across this board?"
No, I do not think it could carry all of us, or one of us at a time. I simply jumped over it, but I do not know if you guys are so gifted in that art. But I do think I could carry somebody. There's a ceiling, right?
Yep, there's a ceiling. It's about 10, 15 feet tall.
There's walls, right?
Yep, there are walls.
Could I just... I have a climbing speed. Could I just climb on the walls and go around?
I'm going to say no because this is a building. It's pretty
Sure.
smooth, the walls.
Alright, yeah, I'm fine with that. I do not trust this plank to carry us, and I do not see anything on the other side of many important, except for water. Unless any of you are really thirsty, I just suggest we keep going down.
Seems
Yeah,
fair
if that
enough.
path was dangerous, let's keep going down.
You have a preference on what stairs we go?
I went down the right one.
Do you want us to follow or wait?
That is up to you, but I'm going first, so... Once I get to the bottom of the stairs, I don't see anybody, I don't think, right, Dan?
Well, do you see anyone?
Never mind, Korant's in here. No, I don't see anybody, but Korant just came down. Like, I'm like on the stairs,
Sorry,
like
I was looking
crouching,
for
like
you.
looking around, and then I just fucking Korant fails down the stairs. I
I was
just.
trying to figure out what room you were in. Sorry. I did not do that.
I went down the right pair of stairs, but alright, I'm at the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna kind of look up the stairs and do the symbol, like we're good to come down. This water looks much dirtier than the last one.
After you, Crow.
I follow.
Okay, wait. While Korant is coming down the stairs, I'm gonna hold up my hand, like for the stop.
Yep, and as you guys pause for a moment, you do hear footsteps. You can't really detect the direction of the footsteps, but you hear the echoing of footsteps in this area.
I'm gonna come over here and open this door. Like while they're on the door and they stopped.
Open it. Yep, the footsteps are from that direction.
Alright, then I'm gonna be like, alright, now it's good to go. But like, I'm gonna kind of like push, like do like you know the. I'm gonna just say to them when I go down. I think somebody's near here. Quiet feet.
Stop right there. Alright, so you see that spike trap right there. You step on another clay trap, you hear and you see it sink into the ground. What do? You see one of the tiles sink into the ground as you step onto it.
I'm gonna back off and go back into the previous room.
Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Nat 1.
So this trap is a little bit different. It doesn't fire off these knives at you. Instead, it's a platform that gets thrown at you. It batters you, and so it just kind of spikes attached to your back as it spikes into you, dealing 2d10 damage.
Yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes.
11 damage to you. And furthermore, you get pushed down the hallway.